What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be grading every NBA team's draft picks from the other night, from Wednesday night. And I'm pretty excited to go through this. I'm on an article so I can remember who picked who and what everything that went down was. And they're going to have their grades, but I'm going to put my grades on it too, and I'm not going to really think about what they have to say. This is my own opinion. But this is a New York Post article. I have it linked in the description. It's by Greg Joyce. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's see. First up is the Atlanta Hawks. They selected Onyeka Okongwu at pick 6, Skylar Mays at pick 50. I would probably give this a B or a B minus. I like Okongwu's fit next to John Collins, but I'm just confused with Clint Capella, what they're doing there. If they're trading Clint Capella, then good, then this goes up a bit for me. I actually like his fit a lot next to John Collins, especially on the defensive side of the floor. But overall, B minus. Like, I don't know. What are you doing, Clint Capella? I'm just not so sure. Alright, sorry about that. 2K started playing some music. But anyways, yeah, so I like that as a front court. I just don't know what's happening with Clint Capella, so I can't give him over like a B. So I'll go B on that. And then with the Boston Celtics, they have Aaron Nesmith. Really like that pick. There wasn't a big man for them to take at 14. So I don't mind them grabbing Nesmith here. Really good shooter. Doesn't provide much on defense, but he's going to be surrounded by really good defenders like Tatum, Brown, and Smart. So I don't think it really matters too much. Peyton Pritchard, point guard out of Oregon. Yeah, solid guard. I would have picked somebody else probably, but at the end of the day, he's a solid option. They could have snagged like Daniel Oturu to be a center for them at this spot, but I don't hate it. And then Yam Madar, I don't know much about this guy at all. I'll give this draft a B minus though, because they didn't come out with a big man, and I don't know what direction they're going at that center spot, so I have to give it a B minus. Next up, we have the Brooklyn Nets. They got Reggie Perry at pick 57. Pretty good value. I'll give them a C plus on this one. They didn't have much. They traded away pick 19 for Landry Shamet, which is, I don't know, C plus. Next, Hornets. LaMelo Ball at 3, Vernon Carey at 32, Nick Richards at 42, and Grant Riller at 56. I'm going to give him an A. I don't know much about Nick Richards from Kentucky, but I do know LaMelo Ball is going to be a baller for them. Vernon Carey, he's like a traditional center, but he should provide some rim protection maybe if everything works out well for them. I don't mind it there. They needed a big man. Nick Richards, like I said, I don't know much about the guy, but then Grant Riller at 56 is a steal. A lot of people had a first-round grade on Grant Riller, so if they got him at 56, like, that's a huge move for Charlotte. So I will give them an A. They're one of the winners of the draft. They get an A from me. The Bulls, Patrick Williams at 4. I like it, man. I like Patrick Williams at 4 for them. He has a really high potential. He wasn't super high on my big board. I think he came in at like 12th. But they just went for it. I'm not going to give him an A. I'm going to give him a B for this one. But yeah, they went for it, man, and I can't be too mad about it. Marko Simonovic, I don't know anything about the guy, to be honest. But yeah, I really like Patrick Williams. I think he's got a lot of potential. If they can develop him, I think it makes a lot of sense for them to pick him there. But at the end of the day, it's going to come down to development. With pick number 5, Cleveland snagged Isaac Okoro. I'm giving this one an A. They have a B minus. The only thing Okoro can't do is shoot. The guy is a good passer. He's a good defender. He's a good rebounder. I really like his game. He drives to the basket well. He just doesn't have a great jump shot. And if he can develop that, he could end up being the best player in this class. So I really, really like him. I'm glad they didn't take Obi Toppin, because I would not grade them as well here. I'm giving this an A for the Cavs, man. Isaac Okoro at pick 5 is a solid selection. And then Dallas, they got Josh Green. Great shooter, good defender. Tyrell Terry, great shooter, and Tyler Bay should be really versatile for them. I give this an A+, man. Not to mention they brought in Josh Richardson for Seth Curry, which is just a huge W in my opinion. I really, really like what they did. I'm giving them an A+. They're one of my favorites. They're one of my draft winners of the night. I love what Dallas did. They're going to be set for the future. They're really going to complement Luka well with Josh Green's defense, Tyler Bay's defense, and Tyrell Terry and Josh Green can both shoot the ball. So I really like what they did here. So I'm going to give them an A+. Denver, Zeke Nnaji at 22, RJ Hampton at 24. Two solid players. B seems right. They gave him a B. I think I'm going to stick with a B as well. RJ Hampton, actually, no, I'm going to give him a B plus because I had RJ Hampton quite a bit higher on my big board, and he fell all the way to 24. I think he was like 14th on my big board or something like that. So I like them getting that value there. And then Zeke Nnaji should be a solid big for them for a backup developmental project. So I like that for sure. For the Pistons, they got Killian Hayes, which I really liked. Isaiah Stewart, I'm not too big on him there, but then they redeemed themselves with Sadiq Bey, and then Saban Lee seems okay. So I'll give them an A minus. They have an A minus here. I think that's about right. Killian Hayes, he's got a lot of intrigue. I like him. Hopefully it works out for Detroit. They need something. So I'll give him an A minus. Warriors, they got James Wiseman, number 2. Everybody kind of expected that if they kept the pick. So I like that. Nico Mannion is a high upside pick at 48. And then Justinian Jessup, I don't know much about the guy. But I'm going to say that the Warriors here, they made out okay. I would say B, just because they didn't get to trade the pick. But they actually did trade for Kelly Oubre now. And I like that for them. They're going to be in total cap hell. But they're trying to compete for a championship. And with Klay Thompson going down, I mean, pray for Klay to recover well. That's got to be terrible for him. So Kelly can fill some of that void. But yeah, I like it, but I'm not too big on it. So I'll go with a B for the Warriors. And then for the Rockets, Kenyon Martin Jr., 52. Okay, C. He's not going to be his dad, probably. If he is, that's a steal at 52. But yeah, okay player. Good NBA bloodlines, like they said right here. But yeah, I'll give him a C. That seems fair. Indiana Pacers, same thing. Cassius Stanley, yeah, C+. Not much to say about him. They said hoping he can be a 3-and-D wing. I would agree with that. Cassius Stanley, so whatever. Clippers got Daniel Oturu and Jay Scrubb. I actually like this for them. Daniel Oturu, big out of the University of Minnesota. One of the most productive college basketball players last season. So I like him on the Clippers, where if Montrezl Harrell is gone, then it's him and Zubac. And I like that big man pairing there. If he can be the backup, I think he's NBA ready. And he's starting to spread the floor, so I'd like that. Jay Scrubb, upside pick. Louisville commit, but he came out of a junior college. And a lot of people liked him. A lot of people were really interested in him. So I'll give this a B for the Clippers. They have a B minus. I'll give them a B. So yeah, I like what the Clippers did there. LA didn't have any picks. Their 20th pick ended up going to Minnesota. So grade incomplete. Grizzlies got Desmond Bane, which is a steal at 30. He was a top 20 prospect on my board. I love that. Xavier Tillman, that's a good center option for them. And then Robert Woodard at 40. I'm giving the Grizzlies an A. Plus, they also got some really good undrafted free agents. And their names are slipping my mind. But the Grizzlies made out really well on Wednesday night. So I'm going to give them an A. The Miami Heat, Precious Achiuwa, I'll give that a B+. I like Precious Achiuwa there. I think they can unlock the potential that he has. He's a big man. Playing him next to Bam Adebayo potentially could be really good. They're saying he's raw. I agree with that, but super good upside. Spoelstra is a really good coach. I trust that they can develop him, so I would go with a B+ here. With the Bucks, they got Nwora at 45 and Sam Merrill at 60. I think that's pretty good value with Merrill. I think Nwora went where I kind of expected him to. They traded for Drew Holiday, though, so that's their big thing. B-, yeah, I'll say B-. They didn't take anybody by surprise, so I'll go B- there. Minnesota Timberwolves got Anthony Edwards. I like that pick. I rather would have had LaMelo Ball, but I warmed up to Edwards when they traded for Rubio, which factors into my grade for them. Leandro Balmero, I don't mind the pick. I like the draft and stash aspect of it. He's going to stay overseas for one more season before coming over. But with Balmero, the Timberwolves traded picks 25 and 33 to move up to 23. Only 2 spots. So they were either worried that somebody at 23 or 24 was going to select him, or I don't know what they were thinking. I feel like he would have been there at 25, but obviously they know more than I do. I didn't necessarily like that trade. I would have rather kept 25 and 33 and brought in 4 rookies, try and get some value that way. But at the end of the day, they're limited on roster spots and stuff too, so I guess it makes some sense. But I'm not huge on Balmero. He's a bad offensive player, or scorer, I should say. He's a good passer, good playmaker, and projects to be a really good defender. But yeah, he can't hit the broadside of a barn. So I don't know with Leandro Balmero. I'm not too big on that. Jaden McDaniels at 28, though. I thought they would maybe take him at 17 when they had pick 17 before they traded it. But to get him at 28 is a really good value. I'm going to give the Timberwolves draft night overall an A-, just like they have here. I really liked it, especially bringing in Ricky Rubio. I think it was a good night for them. The Pelicans at 13, they got Kira Lewis. I like Kira Lewis a lot. I just don't know what they're doing with all these guards. They now have Eric Bledsoe, Lonzo Ball, Kira Lewis, and George Hill. So I'm just not so sure what their plan is with their guard rotation. Somebody, I'm guessing, is going to get traded. If somebody gets traded, then I like this pick a lot, and I would give it a B+. If they're planning on keeping all four, I would give it a B- because then it doesn't make a lot of sense for me. But I do really like Kira Lewis. The Knicks got Toppin at 8. I think that brings some excitement for them. He was the Naismith Player of the Year. Obviously a good player. And then Emmanuel Quickley, really good shooter out of Kentucky. I don't mind it. They got some really good value. So they basically had picks 27 and 38. Traded that for pick 23, right? And then traded that to the Timberwolves for picks 25 and 33. So they gained 7 total draft positions by flipping some picks. So shout out to them. That's a little bit of competency from Leon Rose and his staff. But I'm pretty happy with New York. I would give them a B. I can't go B+ because I'm not that big on Obi Toppin, but he will be exciting for them for sure. So I don't mind it too bad. Thunder, they got Alexei Pokusevski at 17. I don't like the guy. I think it's going to take a lot to develop him. But if he develops into, he's really intriguing prospect, but I'm just not super big on him. He was in my 40s on my draft big board. And then Vic Krejci, I'm not sure how to say that. I don't know anything about him. So just grading it off of what I do know, I would give this a C- if I'm the Thunder. I just don't like Pokusevski. And I don't like looking at the Timberwolves roster now and seeing him on there because the trade hadn't officially gone through yet. But yeah, end of the day, I'm going to give him a C-. Orlando Magic, they needed a guard. They got Cole Anthony. I like it. At pick 15, I think it's pretty good value. I think he's like a top. I think that's kind of about where he should be in the draft. I would give this an A-, actually. I really like this. I wish they could have maybe traded for another pick and got somebody else. But at 15, Cole Anthony is a solid player, so I do like that for them. Philadelphia killed it too. Getting off of Al Horford's contract was huge for them. They traded for Seth Curry, which can be really good. He can be like their JJ Redick. And then they brought in Tyrese Maxey, who could be an okay shooter, but he's just going to be another guard that can handle the ball for them. Theo Maledon is going to be a pretty solid prospect, I think. Isaiah Joe can shoot the ball a little bit. Paul Reed projects to shoot the ball a bit. I'm giving this an A+, especially factoring in the Al Horford trade. Like, this is an A+ from the 76ers. Daryl Morey knows what he's doing. They're another draft winner of mine. I'm giving them an A+, 100%. Phoenix Suns, Jalen Smith at 10. Bro, they put D-. I think that's generous. They put D+. I'm going D-. At 10, you could have got him probably at like 18. I think you could have got him at like 18. So I don't understand what they're doing. They did kind of the same thing with Cam Johnson last year. A lot of people were confused by, and Cam Johnson's a solid player, but they could have got him later on. And I think that's what they should have done here. Really surprising. But maybe it's going to work out for them. They have Chris Paul now. I like that trade. But draft night, D-, man. I don't like it. Portland Trailblazers ended up with pick 46. Got CJ Ellaby from Washington State. Yeah, I'll give this a C. It's kind of just a whatever. He was a decent scorer in college, but smaller school. Not, he was kind of the guy on that team. So, yeah, I'll give him a C on that one. The Kings with Halliburton, Jamias Ramsey. Not big on Halliburton, but at 12, I do like him. Jamias Ramsey at 43, love it. I had a first-round grade on him as well. I'm going to give them an A-. I'm going to agree with the author of this post. Give them an A-. Spurs with Vassell and Trey Jones, that's an A+. Devin Vassell at pick 11 is huge. They're going to be able to develop him into even more than he already is, and I already think he's a really safe prospect. Really good shooter, really good defense. And then Trey Jones, man. Trey Jones under Pop. Solid point guard defender. I really like him. Takes care of the ball well. I love it. A+ for the Spurs. Raptors, Malachi Flynn, and Jalen Harris with pick 59 is a steal. a total steal. I really like this for the Raptors, so I'm going to give them an A- on this. I like Malachi Flynn. I love Jalen Harris, especially at pick 59. A- for the Raptors. All right, just 2 teams left. The Utah Jazz, pick 27. They took Udoka Azubuike from Kansas. Not too big on that, to be honest. They could have probably got him later or taken someone like Oturu. Because if they want a replacement for Rudy Gobert, who could potentially be gone if they don't want to pay him, man, I don't know if Azubuike's the guy. Elijah Hughes at 39. A lot of people had him the first round grade as well. I like that pick, so that bumps it up a little bit for me. So I'm going to go ahead and give them a C- because I really don't like the Doak pick at 27. But I like that Hughes pick. So C- for the Utah Jazz. And last but not least, the Washington Wizards. They took Denny Avdia at 9. I don't remember where he was on my board. 6 or 8 or 9 or something like that. I think it's solid value there. People are comparing him to like Luka and Gallinari. I don't think so. I think he's his own player. I like him though as a combo forward for the Wizards. Especially because their best small forward is like Troy Brown, who's okay. But if Denny can be more than that, I would like that. People were surprised he fell this far. So yeah, I'm not too down on that pick. And then Cassius Winston, I think is pretty good value. Strong collegiate point guard out of Michigan State. I'll give them a B+ for this. I will give the Wizards a B+. But yeah, that will do it for today's video. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know your thoughts. Grade your favorite team and then any other teams you want in the comment section below. I would greatly appreciate any comments. Greatly appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. If you like this video, it means the world to me that you guys support me. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.